Okay, we were leaving to head to the Mark Twain for the weekend, and earlier Levi and I rotated the tires and we jacked the Jeep up on the rear diff cover guard, and now it's leaking. Yep. So we are at Advanced Auto in Cameron, Missouri. The differential cover is going to come off. That's a good idea. And maybe your hat too.
Oh, this stuff at home.
No, this is the dirty hat.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I gotta figure out how to get all this extra stuff off first.
Jared did take a peek at the pinion seal, make sure that's not what's leaking.
Yeah, of course not. And then I got this diff diaper on here, you know.
Diff guard thing.
That I gotta take off to do this.
Wasn't very comfortable.
That's not ideal.
Hi guys.
So, got the diff cover off and made a huge mess in the parking lot.
Yeah, no, turns out for 3 weeks straight, all we have is 20-mile-an-hour winds, plus always.
So Levi is helping to scrape the old gasket off. Actually, his is coming off pretty good.
I've also got a blade on this too.
You gotta try and scrape this off too once you get the bead off. Alright, so Jared and Levi got all the surfaces scraped. Jared sprayed both surfaces with brake cleaner. Cover has 12 holes. We got 9 bolts. So I'm sure they're around here somewhere. Those are sway bar bolts.
Yeah, and the sway bar broke off.
Two out of the sway bar bolts, one on each side broke off.
This is great.
So we found all the bolts. The other 3 were under the fluid pan. So Jared's...
Well, actually...
It's fluid. So fluid pan.
Fluid.
So Jared's cleaning up the threads.
As best as I can.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about this video I saw of this. Is it raining?
Stop it. It's a passing cloud.
Okay. Anywho, so.
Stop it. Don't talk no more. Don't even talk about trains.
No. Well, so the video, he's at like this loading dock, and you see the Union Pacific SD60M. He does, all right, let's try this out. Dun, 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 dun. Wing, wing. The engineer finished. He did the 2 bits.
Are you putting the bead on?
Yep.
So the rear sway bar has come off because it's 2 bolts that snapped, right?
Yeah, one on each side. And the other ones were bent. Put it back on. So.
No. Luckily, it's the rear, not the front, because the front's an anti-rock. But
Yeah, so we got no sway bar basically.
at least we got a triangulation. So these are the best gear oil quarts because they're in a bag.
Yeah. So the spare tire's in the way. Fill with the bag.
Expected.
I can just go.
Unlike a Lucas oil bottle or any other regular gear oil bottle. So these are super nice. See how far we make it with no rear sway bar.
If nobody sees this, it's because we died. It is the next day. We are out in the Mark Twain National Forest. We are on Forest Service Road 523, also on Onyx called Mopping Branch. There was recently a burn where they cleaned up the brush, but there is a tree that is fairly large on the trail that Jared is going to see if he can clean up with the Milwaukee chainsaw. gonna fall. Actually, it didn't. I was surprised. We're just doing the Bat Dad thing.
Who's that you? Who? Ah! Cold cut.
Mm-hmm.
We're good.
Grabbing some lunch.
Watching the bald eagle circle. Folger hawk.
Are you sure it's a bald eagle?
Could have been a Folger's hawk.
A Folger's hawk?
I mean, hawk.
What is a Folger's hawk?
I don't know what I made up.
Drink coffee in the morning.
Afternoon and day. And at night.
Yep. But picked a pretty cool spot. Scenic.
See the roads down there, some people on 4-wheelers traveling.
Rearranging all the parts in here.
I can't see that far. We are going down Forest Service 605 here in the Mark Twain National Forest. I don't know if this was part of a controlled burn or if it was hit by an actual wildfire, but there are trees that are down on the trail that we're moving out of the way for anybody else who's going to be traveling this, because we're mapping this to put it on Onyx.
Like this
So,
one right here.
Yep.
Another one.
See how it looks charred? But like, here's another tree down.
Personally, I don't know if it's burning out.
No, I think, well, maybe.
Because its friend got burnt, but
Yeah.
More passion. More energy.
No, more passion, more power, more energy, more
More-
footwork,
No.
more footwork, more footwork.
More handwork. More handwork. More handwork.
Okay, grab it.
Oh, yeah.
He's got it cut.
Ow.
Pull it a little more.
Oh, no. I'm Chuck Norris. Where are you? Oh. What the?
He didn't do very good.
Boom, I got it. Wait, no, hold on. Ow. Got it. We got it. What's your name? JJ McQueen. That's his ranger.
yep.
Say that, Chuck Norris. What a...
So I'm currently navigating the Gladiator down Forest Service Road 605. We've come across a couple of trees that are down on the trail. So Jared and Levi just decided to walk the rest of it in case there's any more trees they can just tackle right quick instead of da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Anyway. So they decided to just get out and walk it in case there's any trees that they can quickly tackle or whatever while I'm crawling around in first gear here. Well, it's almost 5 o'clock. We have finally decided to air down the tires. So we are actually on Forest Service Road 912. We ran this a few months ago with the Power Wagon, John and Kevin. So we are going to go run this again and get it mapped so you guys can see it on Onyx as a featured trail.
Because it's a pretty awesome trail.
So if this looks familiar, this was the first obstacle that we had done a few months back in the Power Wagon. So now we're going to see how much easier the Gladiator does this. With no rear sway bar, by the way. Okay, so Jared's gonna try and do the same lines as he did in the Power Wagon. Although, inevitably, the Jeep is gonna do it better because it doesn't have massive diffs under it. Try not to fall. Can you do this?
We'll see. The no sway bars when you
I saved it! So, we don't have a rear sway bar on the Gladiator. You're not losing anything. Yep. Oh. And then for anybody who hasn't seen the video where we did this a couple months ago in the Power Wagon with a Ram 1500 that is John's, and then his brother Kevin, who has a Nissan Xterra. There is a bypass right here, so you don't have to do this. Now, John did have to come down this way because it gets pretty tight right there, but there's a bypass. So Jared is having fun, not having a rear sway bar.
Having an anti-rock on front. Getting seasick in here.
Even though the Gladiator is much smaller and much more nimble than the Power Wagon, without having a rear sway bar, this trail, Forest Service Road 912 in the Mark Twain National Forest, has its own challenges for the Gladiator.
Yeah. I'm leaning over to the side so much that I can barely get through the trees without like hitting it dead on with our on. So that's been fun. Here I thought I was gonna zip through.
I mean, we're 3/4 of the way done already, and it's still daylight.
Yeah. But it's still a fun trail. What in the world is going on over there?
It won't adjust.
Oh my goodness.
It's like going the wrong direction. There. Anyway, so we're 3/4 of the way done, but we are definitely struggling a little bit with the Gladiator because of no rear sway bar. So if you come do this, make sure you at least have an anti-rock in the rear and not nothing.
Yeah.
You can go more passenger if you want. I don't seem to see what the problem is. Come driver. You got room. I know you don't, but you're almost down. See? Now you pulled away from it.
Give it a kiss. Yeah, so it's a lot more of a squeeze than a full size. Just there.
Yes. So the last time we were here in the Power Wagon, we took this line because we seen this and didn't want to try it. It was getting late. Everybody was hungry. So now that it's still daylight and we are in a much smaller platform, Jared is actually going to try it this time. And we also put a PCV valve on the Gladiator to hopefully help with the oil consumption issue, even though it's got a catch can. So we'll see if this throws any fits. Easy peasy. We probably could have done it in the Power Wagon too, but oh well.
Got camp set up. It's a little breezy, so the audio might not be great, but figured I'll show you what we got going on. Cooking on the big fire pit, big cast iron. Seen this on Lifestyle Overland before they went to a square fire pit. And pretty slick, right? Levi's got the solo stove going. Got that all by himself. Cooking up real good heat.
Yeah, even when I do this, I can cook from back here.
Yep. Got tent set up. Tried the awning, but couldn't do it. The awning wall zipper broke. So we're, otherwise we would be in our awning room, but it's okay. Oh, there's the wind. Anyways, I wanted to show you though. This is the Mark Twain. This isn't crazy Ozarks, nothing, you know, it's still, look at this. Not bad, right? Not bad at all. And we picked this spot just because there are some trees to cover the wind. There's actually a really awesome spot kind of out in the open on a bluff. So you're up top, but with this wind, there was no way that was gonna work. But I'll show you one more quick little clip for everybody. Not bad for the Mark Twain, huh? Pretty sweet.
So we are leaving camp to go and find more trails to map in the Mark Twain because we are leaving tomorrow, so we don't have a whole lot of time left. We got 9 trails yesterday. I don't know how many we're gonna get today, but we're gonna bring you along.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we are trekking down Wildcat Road here, and on Onyx there is a cemetery. Looks like somebody's been in here trying to clean up the trees that have fallen. Or at least they're putting them in piles.
Yeah.
Wow. They were young.
Mother.
1910 to 1935 though?
She died giving birth.
That's very possible. Wow. I wonder how many grave sites are in here that are not, that don't have headstones.
Yeah, I don't know. This one.
Like a husband
They
and
got
wife.
husband and wife, yeah. They don't know when Laura was born. So it's called Merryman Cemetery.
Hmm. So we took the power wagon down this, and Jared tried to come far here on the left side. I don't know how comfortable he's gonna be with no rear sway bar, but he'll probably still do it. Oh, you just missed it. Driver more when you come up, because you're literally just hung up right here on the side. Yep. That was the rock that Kevin was getting stuck on and not letting him come up this. So if he just had a little bit more wheelbase or a little bit more tire, he could have made it. And then John took the bypass. He wasn't going to do it. All right, so we have completed the remainder of the trek that we did in the power wagon. We're actually running 912 back up, which is what we did then as well. There's a little spot that we stopped at to grab some lunch, which we are also going to do again today. And then that pretty much concludes the trek that we did on the power wagon.
Yep. Yeah, so far, not rushing. We're an hour and a half in on a real cool track. So we'll see once we complete this section, or this run, where we're at time-wise. This might be a solid half a day run.
Yeah.
And maybe we can go through and piece a few more cool ones together and make a good track.
What do you mean? Could. I have. They're on the other side of Glade Top.
Yeah, but either way, make sure we know which ones, how it works out good, and we can loop it together now that we've ran all of them, and have it try to make sense.
out a little. Oh, I see what the problem is. That tire is not going to get up that rock because you're in mud. There you go.
Lunchtime.
Oh, you're not going to do it?
Do what?
You.
Oh.
Is that all the breasts you got? Yes. So we are at the spot where we ate lunch with John and Kevin. And we are going to eat some cold cuts again.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get to the deck system or the deck box pretty easily?
Nope. But it's okay.
Anyway, we're gonna dig some stuff out and eat some lunch and keep hitting the road. Go. Tell him.
So, I spotted a cactus.
Yeah, so we're up here on Forest Service Road. It's 148A.
Yep.
And I was getting my last picture for Onyx, and Levi goes, "Hey, Mom, I got to show you something. There's a cactus." I'm like, "There's no cactus here. This is Missouri." That is a cactus.
And that's not edited either.
That's like the cactus out at Maris. But it's not purple, so it's not dying.
Well,
Remember what that lady said?
yeah, purple means it's dying.
Interesting.
Maybe we're in Texas. Maybe it passed the border.
We're not in Texas. Anyway, so one of these roads is called Bald Tower. I assume that is Bald Tower. So maybe if you're from Missouri in this area around the Mark Twain Glade Top area, comment down below if that is in fact Bald Tower. And comment down below why there's cactus up here. What do you think of this spot? Pretty good? Is it pretty cool how it's got the little streams running through it?
Same with the drink.
Is that melon?
Refuel.
Peak refuel,
Yeah.
fresh melon.
Yeah, they're pretty good for stuff like this. So we have ran out of, I got it, store-bought water bottles. So we are periodically refilling our water bottles with our 7-gallon water jug because we're not going to use it all for cooking. So might as well. Woo-hoo. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've got a waypoint that says this is a swimming hole. I don't know how deep it is, but I don't know.
In the middle.
Eh,
Over that edge, maybe, because I can see the rock
yeah.
here.
Or maybe it just gets deeper in the middle. I don't know. Goofball. But yeah. So if you like what we're doing and you want to support the channel, this will be on our Patreon waypoints and route stuff for you guys to know where it's at. So not too far down from the water hole, kind of come around a corner and we see this. So yeah.
Holy yeah, although
Huh.
you folks watching, this is what it looks like in Iowa.
Not everywhere, but
Well,
yeah.
most places.
Interesting.
All we have.
And then people have been coming through this.
Yeah.
So we are at camp for the last night on this trip. We will be heading home tomorrow. We'll stop in Springfield and get Scooter's coffee in the morning on the way home.
Maybe Nixa. Does Nixa have one?
Probably not.
Nixa's not that far from Springfield, though.
Yeah, I know. But we could shoot in there. Go in and say, hey, to Chad. And then roll out.
I'll have to look. Levi's using a dull hatchet to try and chop some firewood.
Very dull.
Yeah.
Not the original handle.
Nothing else went according to plan today.
You can tell. Because
Yeah.
it broke. You seen the what's the one video of the different days of the trail with?
Oh, with John and Kevin?
Yeah.
The Ozark Overland Adventure series?
This is the same hatchet, just a different handle.
Yep.
Because it broke right here at the head.
Yep. Nothing else went according to plan. All of the trails that we were trying to confirm per the motor vehicle use maps were not traveled and had things blocking them.
Yeah. One of them even had somebody bulldoze stuff to block the route because it goes into their land. So, but instead of, I mean, they could have put a sign up or blocked it down at the entrance instead of letting us get
Three-quarters of the way
through into thick woods and then pile trees so you can't get through. That was
extremely.
not fun. And it is 100% legal route all on everything.
Yep.
Everything says, yep, no problem. Until you
Yep.
get there.
It's legal on Gaia, legal on the actual motor vehicle use maps if you pull them up on Avenza, Onyx. So
Yeah,
that was
so
super frustrating.
That was.
And then one of the MVUMs to get there was like Dead Tree Grave.
Yeah. If we could name it, it would be. Yeah.
Where trees go to die.
But it's all good.
I saw getting in the Jeep at that time. I'll show you. Yeah, I don't know if you want to see about that. So, I was getting in the Jeep. You know, just like so, my foot slipped and I hit.
The striker bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a big bruise now.
In other news, so we are finally being able to stay at this beautiful campsite with this magnificent view. Every time we've come by here, there's been a Sprinter van here.
Yep, which means it's not that hard to get to,
Correct.
but it's pretty sweet. And it's really level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just was picking where I could park to kind of block a little bit of the wind.
Yeah, so it doesn't blow in the iCamper.
Because there's all kinds of
space.
It's flat,
Yeah, you
it's
could
nice.
fit maybe 5.
You'd have to know each other.
Yeah, but that's fine.
Yep.
If we're out camping with them, we know them.
Yep.
The other thing that has gone great is we learned while running the Ozark Overland Adventure Trail that the things that our fire pit came with were called lava rock. And you don't want lava rock, you want lava stone, because lava stones actually hold heat.
Yep. So with the lava rock that came with it, you had to run this on high almost all the time. With the stones, it's warm up here right now.
On low.
On low, as low as it'll go.
Without shutting off.
Yeah. Yeah, if I turn it up, it's ridiculous.
You'll heat up the whole world.
The one downfall with it is the lava stones way more.
Oh, they are so much more.
It's
heavy.
actually tearing the handle that goes over the lid.
We still use the little straps. And it's not going good. I don't carry it by that now. I used to be able to, no problem.
Yeah. So
now you don't do that. It's okay
But-
though.
So tonight for supper, we are going to do some bratwurst and peak meals for sides, because I'm a genius and forgot the butter for the rice.
Yay.
It's all right though. The peak meals are wonderful though. We actually like them a lot. So it's not like a punishment.
They are really good for sides, though. We have eaten them just as meals,
Oh, yeah.
but they are really good for sides, too.
As
If you
well,
cook
yeah.
like 2 or 3 and you got like a group of people, then everybody can have each of something.
Yep. Or we can just, well, you know, if we need to, we'll cook one up and we can split it by 3.
Hey,
What?
you think my whistle echo?
I mean, I thought it was broke.
It is, but it still works.
Oh, okay. Try. You gotta go further that way.
All the way to that house.
And hey, remember, there's a house up there, too, that's gonna be able to hear this. So you don't want to be doing it too much.
Nah. Let them know there's a train coming. They're far enough away.
Ready?
Yep.
Steady.
And that got a little. We have found the scooters. They got Lucky Charm stuff going on right now for spring and minty stuff. But we had the scooters. Our coffee when we're home away from home. How's the scooters?
Good.
Is it gone yet?
No.
How much you got left?
Look at that.
Well, you drank a quarter of it already, and we're not even down the road. Scooters, the best coffee there is. What's up, guys? So we are back home, got the tent open, got the bedding inside to be washed, got the Gladiator emptied, and now the next thing is, felt like it was sprinkling there for a second. So we are going to be getting everything washed, clean, ready to go, because our next trip is going to be Easter Jeep Safari in Moab, Utah from April 10th through the 20th, not August. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment down below, check out our merch, link in the description below, and also if you want to support us in a tangible way, check us out on Patreon, and we will catch you on the next one.